Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
A police officer was taken to the hospital after a domestic disturbance call led him to be hit by a car as the suspect drove off. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Krista Boehm. That officer is okay. He was treated for minor injuries and released as multiple agencies worked to track down the driver. That's 36-year-old Ruben Jorgensen. He faces charges of assault on a police officer, domestic assault, fleeing, and reckless driving. Here's a look at where this played out. West Fargo police first responded to the domestic disturbance call on the 1200 block of Wesley Drive in Brookwood Trailer Park. Jorgensen made his way to North Fargo, and police tracked down his pickup near the Riviera Heights mobile home park and eventually found the driver near Happy Joe's Pizza at 32nd Avenue North and Broadway. The original call was about a man with a hammer around 6:30 tonight. Jorgensen approached officers to talk, and there was a scuffle. He eventually got in his pickup. Police yelled for him to stop, but then they said he hit an officer with his pickup as he sped off. The officer was taken to a hospital to get checked out, and authorities tried to locate the pickup and put out an alert to other agencies. It was spotted near 45th Street and 19th Avenue North, and he was called in as a reckless driver there. Jorgensen made his way north of Fargo, then almost into Moorhead before heading back into North Fargo. Fargo police joined in the search and were able to find his pickup that he left along 33rd Avenue North behind an apartment garage. Police located him on foot at Happy Joe's and took him into custody, all within about an hour. Several neighborhoods remain on edge tonight with recent situations of gunfire. First, a 6-hour standoff in West Fargo at the Roadway Inn, where a man barricaded himself in a motel room and fired shots toward police. Jan Michael Wangstead is now in the Cass County Jail. The 37-year-old faces charges of attempted murder, a felon in possession of a firearm, and is wanted on a warrant of criminal sexual conduct. Then a few hours later, 2 reports of shots being fired in a South Fargo neighborhood. Police say they are unable to determine where the shots came from or who fired them near the Amrock Apartments last night. A report has been filed, but no one has been arrested. All of this on top of the recent shooting that took the life of Officer Jason Mosier. People are concerned about their safety and the safety of officers who deal with situations like these every day.
We're never going to forget how that happened. But again, you're so focused on the moment at the time that the incident's occurring that you usually block out everything else and just all your attention's focused to what's in front of you.
As officers responded to the report of gunshots last night, just a few blocks away, others responded to a man threatening people at a hotel with a knife. But police say the 2 incidents are not related. 23-year-old Adan Muhammad of Fargo was arrested for terrorizing and possession of paraphernalia. Police responded to the Vista Inn and Suites around 10:30 last night, where witnesses say Muhammad was threatening someone at the bar with a knife. Police say he appeared to be intoxicated. No one was injured. Fargo police responded to several reports of vehicles and homes with windows shattered overnight. It happened in the Washington and Horace Mann neighborhood. Police say they know of at least 7 cases and are expected to receive more, which occurred during the night and early this morning. It's believed a BB or pellet gun was used to break the windows. If you know anything or have a report to make, be sure and call Fargo Police. The West Fargo Fire Department hit the water rather than the ice like originally planned to learn the latest water and ice rescue techniques. Valley News Team's Natalie Parsons was at Charleswood Pond in West Fargo and has more on the importance of this team.
On this cold and windy day, the West Fargo Fire Department is going swimming to learn about water and ice rescue procedures.
You handle it as if it's a drowning situation or a potential drowning situation because You know, if the water's shallow or deep, you know, you don't need very much water to drown in.
The crew is learning about 2 different techniques to rescue a drowning victim.
One for static water, such as the ponds that we have in town, and the other techniques are used for swift water or anything that has a current.
The training session is a chance for the firefighters to do mock drownings and rescues.
Get into the water and maneuver up to a victim instead of just swimming up to a victim like a lifeguard, where they row backwards up to the victim, turn around and try to gain control of them.
After the firefighter gains control of a victim, your rope man does the rest.
They pull you in, so it's nice because you can conserve your own energy for the actual rescue.
Nearly $30,000 from fundraising and private donations helped put on this practice, along with new gear.
Well, we bought 8 suits and 4 lifelines and 2 new boats, and we're going to split them up so each end of town, each fire station has their own set of equipment.
And the West Fargo Fire Department can leave training knowing that you can put a value on what they learned.
You expect everything to go smoothly when you go to a scene, but there's always a curveball thrown your way, and this is, you know, provides us the training to handle those curveballs.
In West Fargo, Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
During the story, you may have noticed what looked like a sleeping bag. That's actually the boat the West Fargo Fire Department purchased. They use a compressed air tank to blow it up in 30 seconds, and it's ready to ride on water.